Hello, everybody.
What up?
It's Brianna, and
We're bad here.
in case you still don't know our names, but we're on the way to weigh-ins in Austin. So, and then we just stopped at the check stop. Got all of our goods. We got 3 bags of goods. So,
If you're not familiar with Czech pastries, basically they're amazing. The kolache, if you've heard of the word kolache, does not mean a pig in a blanket. That's wrong. It's essentially like a Danish, but thicker and better. So, held out on breakfast this morning to make sure we make weight. I think we're both good. But, you never know what the scale at home is going to say versus what an actual calibrated scale says. So, should be fine, but we're saving our big bags full of carbs for after we weigh in, so that way we can stuff our faces and be all full of carbs and full of energy for tomorrow. So heading out of weigh-ins. Then after weigh-ins, gonna go get some razzoos for dinner, and yeah,
should be yummy and exciting.
of course, Cajun food is like my secret for games. It's not drugs. It's not hard training. It's not any of that. It's Cajun food. The hard training comes in too. But yeah, it's boudin and crawfish. Better than steroids. I'm telling you right now. Better than drugs, kids. Bud bugs, not drugs.
All right, bye. So we did weigh-ins and we succeeded in our goals on that. Hello.
Made weight by like 2 kilos, which is like 5 freedom units, I think, something like that.
I don't know. And I've already forgotten, but I know I got under my weight class, so woo! And then we picked out on our check stop, and now we are at Razzoos. About to have some food. We'll show you what we get. Good morning. It's meat day.
What up?
Going to get some food before the meet. I don't know why. It's like... Okay. Woo. Hi, everybody.
What up?
It's us. We just got done with our powerlifting meet a couple hours ago, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is our 3rd time to film this because
The
I
first time she didn't hit film, and the second time, you said your squat. You said
I
your bench over
butchered
for
it
your
all
squat.
backwards.
Yeah.
It was chaotic. We were in the car trying to film. And
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
anyway, now we're back at the hotel. I'm sipping on a Ranger Creek Bourbon Barrel Wee Heavy. I'm drinking it this true Scottish way, which is warm, because didn't put the beer in the fridge until like 10-15 minutes ago. Super malty, I'm enjoying it, but
yeah,
it's a little too
I didn't like it.
malty for her.
Yeah.
She likes her beer like she likes her women bitter.
Anyway,
I'm kidding.
No.
But anyway.
Anyways, It was a lot of fun. I had the nerves this morning, but they kind of went out the door, so.
Like I've been telling her like all week, like for the past like 2 or 3 weeks, like you get that first squat attempt good, and all the nerves will go right out the window. And other than a little nerves before bench, that was exactly the case. So
yeah, pretty much.
It's really exciting.
But I went 8 for 9, so I failed one of mine. Got red lights on my last bench attempt. But I'll read you my weights and kind of walk through what happened today. Will you hold this so I can go get the weights?
The sheet right there?
Yeah. I don't know why it's like making me look off into the distance. Sorry. Hey, everybody. Okay, so I started with squat. Well, yes, I started with squat. And did 93.7 pounds, which is 42.5 kilos. It was pretty good. The spotters didn't quite have the mono lift down, so like I hit the mono, like the hooks when I came back up, but
Yeah.
it was a good lift and everything. It was their fault, and the head judge was like, y'all get it together, you know?
Yeah.
So-
They like pulled the mono and swung the hooks back, expecting her to walk it out, and she didn't, because why would you walk it out if you're squatting out of a mono? But a
Yeah.
lot of people do for some reason. I don't understand it personally. But yeah, she ended up like smoke showing it for the first attempt. And then
I
second
did
attempt-
115.7, which is 52.5 kilos for my second one. And that was really good and smooth.
also super easy.
Considering I just like figured out my depth
Yeah.
issues, like really honed in on it like a month ago.
Yeah, like
It's been a
up
struggle.
up until a little over a month ago, her squat was like super like
Sketchy.
questionable, to the point of, why don't you compete push pull? And she's like, no, I'll do full power. And I was like, yeah, okay. Okay, here's what we do. Just had to get her knees out a little more, but I mean, today
And not be
though,
scared of the depth. Or
Yeah.
just trust people.
Yeah,
Myself especially.
Yeah, but today though, just showed up super confident. Like every single one of her squats, even third attempt, was like USAPL, like ass to grass depth.
Which never happens
Which
for me.
never, yeah.
And okay, so my third attempt was 132.3. It never happens to me at that weight. So my third attempt was 132.3, which is 60 kilos. And I went down, and then like on my way up, I kind of paused, but then I kept going, so I got all my white lights still.
Drove right through the tension. Really a good job of learning how to strain, which is kind of the point of the max effort day.
Yeah.
Special exercises is not necessarily just to get you stronger, which it is, but it's also teaching how to strain. Hang on.
Corona. I mean, bless you.
I had a powerful sneeze there. I was holding back for a second. It's totally not coronavirus. And by the way, I would just like to give a shout out to the folks over at Big Tex Gym, because while the NCAA basketball and baseball and every other sport, the Major League Baseball, the NBA, the you name it, are canceling their events, while the Sheffield Invitational was canceled, you know what? RPS Spring Showdown, we showed up and we lifted. All like 17 of us.
Hey, it was
But
fun.
yeah, so all of us became like the strongest people in the world that day, who, you know,
Today.
competed on record.
March 14th, 2020.
Yeah.
So then I did bench, and I started out with my first attempt, which was 71.6, which is 32.5 kilos. Pretty easy. Liked it. I liked the bench we were on too. Like, it was lower. I was glad we weren't on a wider bench, because I would have had to use plates under my feet and all that, and it's just, I don't know, it was a lot different. But this was a really good bench, and I liked it. Then my second attempt was 82.7, which is 37.5 kilos, and that was a grinder. I felt like he made me pause on my chest forever.
They were really long pause commands.
Yeah, like everyone was saying. They're like,
Yeah.
I just felt like I was down there forever, and a couple of people were like, did I miss the command? Like, they were like, I don't know if I was just so into it and then missed it and all that stuff, but so that went well. I had to grind through that, and then, but it was a good grind, and you know, and then my last attempt was 88.2, which is 40 kilos on bench, and didn't quite make it off the chest. Like, I think I got like that much off.
It was very close, a little further, would
Yeah.
have probably locked it out.
Yeah, if
but-
I probably gotten it a full inch off my chest, I would have been able to lock it out, but didn't. It was that long pause at the bottom, so. But, hey, I can work on it and get better, and maybe that can be my opener at my next meet I do. That can be my goal or something. And then I did deadlift, and I haven't deadlifted in a few weeks, besides just like really light pulls to work on my focus and grip and all that, things I've been struggling with. But I started with 165.3 pounds, which is 75 kilos. Easy. Then my second attempt was 187.4, which is 85 kilos. Also really easy. And that was the first time I've ever used a deadlift bar, so.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, like, the difference in the bar types, usually most commercial gym bars suck. The ones our gym really suck. Like, they have no knurling, which is
Yeah.
the grip on the bar. Like, it's just mostly the tension of you gripping this relatively smooth bar, versus like a good competition deadlift bar will like dig right into your hands. Like, your hands a little beat up today.
Not too bad.
Yeah, but little more than usual.
Yeah.
On if
For
you're
only pulling 4 times
if you're
today.
pulling 4 or 5 times on
Yeah.
in the gym bar.
Yeah. Yep, and then I pull, for my last pull, 203.9, which is 92.5 kilos, and I got it.
Yeah,
That was super exciting. I've never pulled over 195 before, so it was really fun. I
Yeah.
probably could honestly done maybe 5 more pounds, or whatever the next one would have been, 209.4. I might have been able to do that. I don't know.
I mean, going into the meet, it was a matter of oh, maybe I'll do 198 or maybe I'll do 203. I don't know. And I just, like, we were at the judges table, and I just pointed at it. She's like, "You want me to do that?" I'm like, "Yes, I do."
And I did it.
Yeah.
So
It's like, you're gonna swing for the fences on this
Yeah,
one.
I
and you're
mean-
gonna get over 200 pounds.
it felt really light, but it was probably a mix of everything.
Better
Like,
bar, adrenaline,
and
just
really
be-
nice people cheering you
really,
on and
really
stuff.
great people at
Yeah.
this meet.
Yeah, I'm sure they're nice at every meet, but it was a great first one. There was a lot of, like, the girls at least. They put us only in 2 flights, and they just split us up girls, guys, which was really awesome. Just in the aspect, like, all the girls got to warm up together, and switch out, rotate out.
It was about 50-50 girls and guys, right?
Yeah, I think there are more guys added in for deadlift though.
Yeah,
So there
I
was
think,
probably
like-
I think there was a total of like 9 girls in all, maybe 10. And then there was at least 10 or 11 guys by the time deadlift.
Yeah,
Came
but I mean,
around.
some guys were deadlift only.
Yeah, so
I was bench only, so
so there was probably like 20 people at this meet.
yeah.
Besides like the ones, all who did full power, and then the add-ins for deadlift and bench only. So, but it was really awesome to finally hit over 200 pounds. Like, told Matt, I was like, this is fun. I'm ready to sign up for my next one.
Yeah, I was kind of
I
surprised.
already made plans, like, with the other girls that I was talking to. They're like, you going to the December one? Yeah, I'll be there. And Matt's like, I'll try and get off. Question
Trying to get
mark.
off of work.
I was like, well, I'll be there. So try to get Austin round or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that was my recap. I had so much fun. It was a great experience. And
and
I had this guy helping me out and giving me all the support I needed and making sure I was all set.
So, as somebody, how long have you trained for? About
Well, we started dating November 2018, and then he forced me to the gym and killed me on a date. Traumatizing, but I was
second
obviously
date broke her off. She couldn't walk for like a
walk
week.
for like a week. I was like, he was like, crap, did I just ruin this?
I was like, oh no.
She's actually a good one.
But yeah, so
But
less than a year and a half.
yeah, and then probably seriously taking it besides like, okay, we'll go to the gym and we'll do that, you know? Probably about 8 months, so
Yeah.
since like your last meet. I think his last meet last June was kind of like the just watch it, just experience it, and then let's go from there. And
So, moral of the
I guess
story.
that's when I started doing conjugate.
Yeah, I switched over to the conjugate method.
Right
and
after
I was
that
like,
meet.
I feel like I might want to compete. But moral of the story, is somebody who's been seriously training for powerlifting for like 8 months and had a barbell in her hand for less than a year and a half. Don't ever think you have to wait until you are ready to compete in powerlifting. Like, you'll have a good time as long as you can post a total and you can, be fairly strong.
Yep.
Do it. And
It was fun. I
yeah.
was just trying to do better than what I do at the gym, and I didn't have any cues from him or anything. So that was really good, especially on my squat.
Yeah,
Because usually he cues me, and I did all my cues myself.
they were like, no coaching on the platform. I was like, what?
You're
were
like,
supposed to be
I'm not
able to,
on the
like-
platform? Question mark.
Yeah, I was like, I can call your depth from like way over there.
It's like, let's not
Yell
test
up,
that
and she's
theory.
Like, I don't want to test that. I don't want to get red lights because I got somebody yelling at me.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
And
But
it worked
yeah,
out.
she nailed it. So
Worked out.
it worked. But yeah, so I competed bench only today. Mostly, you want me to take over on the camera there? Or you?
My hand's kind of tired.
Okay.
Did you tell him what kind of beer you just drank?
Yeah.
He's been
For a recap. Oh, whoa.
beer weekend.
It's the Ranger Creek Bourbon Barrel Series Wee Heavy.
Told y'all I have short memory. I forget these things.
It's like their version of a high alcohol Scottish beer. I found it to be
so
pretty
close
tasty.
to my face. What the heck?
Ah,
Get it out of my face.
I can't otherwise.
Okay.
So anyway, I competed bench only because it was her first meet, and I compete multiply, and trying to get suited up and throw knee wraps on, and all of these things. I had to burp there. That beer caught up to me. The knee wraps and the suit and the pressure of really heavy, like 600 plus pound squats wouldn't have been fun to do while coaching somebody. And let's be real, like, the bench is the most fun lift anyway. So I just competed in my bench shirt, my new one, the Inzer SDP. Had just broke it in about a week and a half ago, finished breaking it in about a week and a half ago, touching at 445. Didn't really know if that would go as well as it did in the competition. Opened up at 407, or 407 point whatever. 407.9. That was going to be a 5 pound or a 5.6 pound PR for me. And also extend a 5 pound PR to my my state multiply total, or my multiply bench record anyway. Wasn't sure about the depth, like if I'd be able to get it down to a touch. Touched it really easy. Like I was just really in the groove, and it was weird the warm up I did, because I was thinking there would be like 3, maybe 4 flights, maybe like a morning and an afternoon session. We'd be there at the gym until like 5 or 6 in the evening. But no, like 2 flights. She was first up in the morning in the A flight with the girls. I was the last up for bench, so we basically had to warm up together, and I just flew through my warm up. Warmed up like empty bar for like 595 for like 3 or 4, 135, 185, threw a slingshot on 225, took like, I don't know, 3 or 4 there, hit like a double at 275, and I was like, you know what, I'm warm. I'm pretty good right now. And then she benched, and then she helped me into my bench shirt, and I just rammed it off my chest there. And also, like we were talking about people at powerlifting meets being awesome. The spotters, it was they were kind of like unfamiliar with powerlifting. They were like high school kids, probably on the football team, recruited to come bench or come spot, and I didn't want somebody lifting off for me who didn't look like they could necessarily give a good lift off. So one of the guys who was coaching one of their athletes was like, "Hey man, you want to lift off? I'll give you one." Like, cool, thanks. And he gave me great lift off.
And he knew equipped.
Yeah, and he benched equipped.
Yeah,
so
that was really beneficial.
yeah, he could hand it out to me like you're supposed to, let it settle, guide it, and calm me down. So my first attempt, 407 point whatever, just rammed it, absolute smoke show. And then second attempt was 435.4. Which one was? What's that in commie units?
197.5 kilos.
Okay, it's 197.5 kilo. Or 197.5 commie. But anyway, that one would have taken back my RPS multiply military division, military amateur bench record, because somebody took all my records. It was really, really sad. It was a bad day when I found that out. And then my last meet, I was trying to take them back, but the squat just wasn't there, and the bench wasn't there either, and the deadlift definitely wasn't there. But so the other reason I competed bench only today was to really work on taking that bench record back, and just absolutely banged it. And I just jumped up from the bench, and
I quit filming. I wasn't expecting his excitement.
If y'all have seen
although I should have known, but
if y'all have seen Dave Hoff, after he gets done lifting, shove Louie or Bob Coe or whoever he's who's handling him down to the ground. It was kind of that level of excitement without that level of aggressiveness. But yeah, so that went really, really well. I was really excited about that. Went over to the judges table to pick out my second attempt, and what was it?
451.
Yeah, well, I had the lady who was running the scoring table. She'd been there for all of the meets that I'd done prior at the other gym that they had the meets on before they closed that gym. Down in Leander, but I just asked her. I was like, "Do I want 202.5, or do I want 205?" 202.5 would have been 446.4. It would have been a 1.4 pound, all time PR, including the getting a touch and ramming it off and hitting the hooks on the bench in the gym. Back home. Do I want to do that one, or do I want to do 205 kilo even, which was the 251 or 451.9 pounds? And she's like, "Do the 205. You've already got your records. Just go for it." And I was like, "I like your attitude. Let's go 205." And sure enough, got up under there. A really, really nice setup. Took it down. Got a really easy touch. And then just rammed it off. It was a little tougher. It felt like an eternity trying to press it out. But I was like, I know I've got this. Locked it out. They call rack. And I'm just I jump up. I'm running off to find her. It was. I had the crowd going. It was exciting. I was
they were cheering him on.
I was the only guy there who was competing equipped. I was the only guy in multiply gear, and the only person benching over 400 pounds. So
it's gonna bring excitement no matter what.
Yeah. So hopefully before long I'll be in the 5s chasing the 6s, because if I can do that, then we'll be talking some some real excitement. You know, people standing up in the aisles, kind of thing. Side note: this lighting is awesome. I mean, I'm definitely not wearing makeup, but like my skin tone is like on point. So is yours. This is like after we got on lifting and things.
Yeah, a wild day, and then stuffing our faces full of Chewies afterwards.
Yeah, get some.
Go to Chewies if you haven't ever been. It's Tex-Mex.
Yeah, had some awesome carne asada tacos.
Had tortilla soup and the jalapeno ranch dip and queso.
Yeah, but yeah, so that was kind of my meet. Everybody, you know, like everybody, lots of folks helping out for that, volunteering. Oh, hey, here's some ammonia. Had her smacking the living hell out of me in the face.
And I did great.
Yeah, when I first like was trying to get her to like do like the whole slap city, like slap in the back, it was kind of like. And it was like, it's like a kind of a girly slap. And I was like, this stings more than like hurts. Like, hey, hit me in the face. So I was like, what? You want me to do what? So it was like, right there in the temple. So before a big attempt, especially in the meet, she just like smacks the living hell out of me. And it works. I get hyped. I feel like I'm about to, you know, like feel like I'm in a fight and need to, you know, really release all my energy. But yeah, between that and ammonia and just like feeding off all the energy there, it was a really fun day for benching. Probably benching in June. They're doing a meet in Garland over at Battle Axe Barbell, and that's right down the road from my hometown in Mesquite. So you know, being able to finally, you know, compete in my backyard. Essentially, you know, in front of, you know, family and friends and all that fun stuff. That'll be exciting. So I'll need to get trained up for that. Trying to, you know, maybe go to 475 somewhere in the ballpark of that. Just get stupid with it. And but yeah, it's really fun day. You know, not the biggest day I've ever had, because, you know, I didn't, you know, squat or deadlift. Biggest bench day I've ever had, though, because that's really what counts for me, because the squat's fun. The deadlift's kind of okay.
See, he would have told you it was squat like last year after his meet.
Yeah, last year my squat was ridiculous, because like the meet before I had like a 585 squat, and the last meet I had like a 630 squat, which I should have had a 670 something squat, but
get them next time.
Oh, that much more depth and would have had it. But yeah, I think the really fun part about the whole day was just coaching her through it, and her you know, showing up to bench while I have her you know, running through her first meet. Was a lot of fun to just be there and do that together. Cool couples activity there. And that's the cool thing about powerlifting. You know, it's something you can work on together. I mean, a lot of times, you know, I'm away for work, for travel, but I'm coaching her through it. You know, via phone call or via text, or, you know, via video that she's sending me.
5
mid-workout.
million. I'm like, here you go.
And I'm like, okay, do this, do that. But you know, it's really brought us really close together. All that gives us something to do together, and you know, and now she's gotten to, you know, be, you know, more of the focal point, because she did full power and I just did more, you know, bench only. More of the focal point for this meet and traveling down here for it. Both, you know, I picked up first in the bench only open, the bench only military. Only one there, but well, I'm still stronger than everybody who didn't show up to compete against me. She got first. Again, only competitor, but she's stronger than everybody that didn't show up to compete against her.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, that's the thing about powerlifting. A lot of times, especially in the smaller meets, You'll be the only person in your weight class, but you know, you don't have to. You're just competing against yourself. It's like a time trial, and really, in the end, nowadays you're not competing against the people there. You're competing against open powerlifting. It'd be fun to see where you are on open powerlifting here before long.
Yeah.
You'll be on open powerlifting. Somebody's officially a powerlifter.
I'm official, everybody.
Yeah.
Woo!
If you didn't know, you're not officially a powerlifter until you compete in powerlifting. Otherwise you train like a powerlifter. But so she's been training for powerlifting, and now she is a powerlifter. So,
Woo!
But
Yeah.
So
It's a fun, exciting day.
really good day.
We had good judges, good people, good everything. So can't complain.
So yeah, probably gonna catch us a nap because we're kind of tired, but
Then go out.
then going out tonight because she had a very, very strong last day of 31. It's her birthday tomorrow, so we're gonna be celebrating that tonight, and really proud of you.
Thank you.
Good, you're very welcome.
Good. I'm proud of you too.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
But anyway, we'll post some meat footage up.
I'm gonna go work on my 400-pound bench on Monday. Just kidding. Just kidding. Warm up weight.
But
yeah. So it's exciting, and we'll post some footage with this. So thanks, and subscribe
click the bell.
Oh, and I found a really good
friends.
beer yesterday at Bangers in Austin. It's Hoodie Weather. Hoodie Weather by Southern something. It wasn't at Total Wine.
It was an Austin area brewery, but it was super tasty.
It was so good.
It's one of those like super high alcohol imperial stouts that they serve you in a little sniffer glass because a whole pint of it would make you like ineligible to drive home automatically.
Delicious.
It was really good.
I was searching for it. That's how delicious it was.
Yeah,
so it must be good.
Yeah,
I do not search for beer.
Usually, our trips to Total Wine are like, "Hey, babe, you want to go to Total Wine?" She's like, "Okay, fine."
We haven't been in a week.
I'll run through down to the kid, like a kid in the candy store, down the beer aisle, and like, "Oh, this looks good. This looks good. This looks good."
Yeah.
But yesterday she was like, "Oh my god, let's go find this."
It was so good.
We didn't find it, but we did find some other things that sounded intriguing. Got some German chocolate cake beer at some point, during once the coronavirus times get even darker.
I don't know.
We're all set though. We got plenty of beer that tastes like German chocolate cake apparently, which is my favorite kind of cake. So
yay. But we'll keep you posted on those beers.
Yeah, we'll keep y'all posted. We'll keep keep giving y'all some other fun lifting content.
Yeah. And here's our videos to follow with this video. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
That one's ready for Brianna. Brianna's our the third attempt at 60 kilograms, 132 pounds. Let's go, Brianna. You got this.
Yep.
Come on. Get it set. What?
Yep.
Good lift. All right.
Yep.
Third. First.
Drive!
Let's go, Brianna. Let's kill this. Come on.
Kill it, babe! Pop! Yeah!
Platform ready. Platform ready. Come on, Matthew. Let's go, Matt. Come on. State record. Stay on it with Matt. right, Matthew, let's go. Come on, let's get this. Make it look easy. In. Yeah, done. Everybody get behind once you get in there. Let's go, Matthew. One last bench press. Let's go. That's what you came here for. You didn't come here for anything else. You got bench press records. Come on, Matthew. Let's go. Here for records. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. Come on, Matthew, no messing around. It's game time.
That record wasn't meant to last.
Let's go. Game time, Matthew. Let's go.
Eight. Third. On that groove. 2, 1. Press. Smoke it.